Hi, everyone. Hi. I'm so glad you're here with me today. And when you jump on, if you want to leave a little comment so that I can see who's there, that's great. I try to say hi as I go. But if you don't know me, then hi, Lisa. Thank you. If you don't know me, I'm Amy, Amy L. I work for Weight Watchers in the Bel Air, Maryland location, and I lead meetings on Saturday mornings. Hi, Colette. Oh, it's nice to see you. Um, One of the things that I get asked the most is how do I feel like a new member again? Like when I first joined, I was really excited and I was making all this progress, and now I just feel kind of stuck. So, how do I get that new member feeling back? And I have some thoughts. So, here are some thoughts that I have because I get it, right? Like when you first join, it's all scary and new and exciting, and you are really ready to make some changes. And then time goes on and you get more comfortable, right? Like it just starts to feel easier, which is good. It's good it feels easier, and it's good to be comfortable, but it's also good to feel uncomfortable. Here's my first thought. Um, I want you to think about how you felt when you first joined. Um, and that might be your first time with Weight Watchers. That might be your first time, your most recent time. It might be 20 years ago, whenever it is, but I want you to tap into that feeling. For me, I was nervous. I was excited. I was scared. I also really didn't think it would work. And I was a little defensive about the whole thing. I kind of felt like I knew a lot of things and I wasn't going to be able to learn anything new with Weight Watchers. As it turns out, I was wrong. Um, and then think about how you feel now. When you show up at a meeting, at your regular meeting, I'm guessing you feel pretty comfortable. I'm guessing you kind of know what's going on. You know where you sit. You know who you talk to. You know the receptionist, and it feels very comfortable. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it feeling comfortable, but maybe we need to get a little bit uncomfortable again. So here's what that can mean. Because that energy, that excitement, some of it comes from the nervousness and the not knowing what to expect. So maybe, here are my radical ideas. Maybe you could try a different meeting. Hi, Larice. I lead all three meetings on Saturday. So you could keep the same leader and change your time. That would feel uncomfortable. If you could also, hey, hi. You could also change meeting days. We've got really good leaders in Bel Air. Pauline is on Sunday, Jill's on Friday, so you could do either of those and really stay at the same location but change it up. You could also go see Amy Kay in Fullerton. That's not that far away. It would be a nice way to change things up. But if that's too much, if changing meetings is just not something that you want to do, I get it. I don't want to change meetings either. But maybe you could change something within the meeting. So if you always sit in the same seat, maybe you change. Maybe you change to the opposite side of the room. Maybe you move a row forward or a row back. You don't have to change everything, but be a little uncomfortable. Or if you're somebody who never talks, maybe say something. If you're someone who talks all the time, maybe pull back and listen to what other people are saying. Trying to find something new within that meeting can be really helpful. The other thing for me when I joined is that I was fed up. I had reached a point where I was willing to try anything because I was upset. Now, let me be very clear. This is not about hating yourself into skinny, because that doesn't work. You have to love yourself into healthy. That's what we want to do. But whatever it was that triggered you to walk in the door, it was probably something. Sometimes it's a photograph, sometimes it's a doctor's appointment, sometimes it's just seeing a number. You were at a point where you wanted to make a change. You've got to find that again. You've got to find something that compels you to make a change. And listen, if you don't have that, if there's nothing that is compelling you to make a change, then you're at your goal. No matter what the number says, if there is nothing that you want to change, you're at your goal. You're at the point where you don't want to change anything else. So go see a doctor, go see a medical professional if that number is not within the healthy weight range, or celebrate the goal, but not as a free lifetime member. Those are your options because hey, Jen, because really, if there's nothing else that you want to change, set the goal. You can always change it. So if even if you, like maybe you've lost 20 pounds and you thought you wanted to lose another 20, maybe not. Maybe right now this is a good number for you. Hey, Marianne, maybe this is the number that you want to be at for a while and then move it. Otherwise, if you're fed up with it, find that again. Find what you're fed up with and what you're willing to do to change it. It might be your measurements, it might be your weight, it might be your health, but find that. The other thing that when I joined, I was willing to do that sometimes tapers off as we go through is I was really skeptical of Weight Watchers because I had tried a whole bunch of different things and they all worked for 3 weeks, but that wasn't what I was interested in. And I honestly just thought there was something about me that was going to always be heavy. So when I joined Weight Watchers, I thought I'd give it a fighting chance. I said that I would follow whatever I thought stupid thing they wanted me to do for a length of time. Like I gave them kind of 4 weeks that I was going to follow what they said that I was going to do. And here's what's important there. It was Weight Watchers' version of the plan, not my own version of the plan. Sometimes when you want to get that new member feeling back again, get out the materials and listen, stay for a getting to know you session. I do them after every single meeting and anyone's always invited to stay. Hear the information again, get those books and see what they actually say. Be that new member who's willing to do Weight Watchers' version of the plan and see what happens and just follow it like an experiment, like you're running an experiment. I guess then the next thing is you've got to be motivated. We say this all the time in the meeting, but you've got to find your why. Why is this important? Find that motivation and that willing to try something new, and start there. My last kind of tip for being a new member again is to really try something new. I mentioned before, maybe a new meeting, maybe a new seat, maybe talking to somebody that you don't always talk to. The other things that you can try are a new recipe. Oh, and hey, I have one. When I was visiting my parents, my mom made a potato salad. But instead of all potatoes in the potato salad, she just replaced about 3/4 of it with cooked cauliflower. So take any potato salad that you like, if you like potato salad. If you don't like potato salad, don't do this. But if you do, you can replace half of it or 3/4 of it with cooked cauliflower instead of potatoes. And it turns out really good. Anyway, side note. The main point is to find a new recipe if you like to cook or if you don't like to cook and you need a grab and go kind of an item. So if you do websites, there's lots of really great websites. Some of them say that they have the Smart Points available for you. And if you need suggestions, I'm always happy to give you some of those. WeightWatchers.com has them. Your app has a recipe finder on it that's really helpful. And again, I can show you how to use that. You can also look at past weeklies. Those have recipes in it and you can grab the last 4. We always have them up at the front if you want to look at those, or go to the library and check out a book and you can take the nutrition information of any recipe and put it into the calculator and find out how many points it's going to be and then make adjustments as you need to. Anyway, new recipe. New exercise, if that's something that interests you. So if you're a runner, maybe you try walking. If you're a walker, maybe you try cycling. Go on Groupon or any other thing, and you can find lots of discounted group fitness classes around if you want to try that out. You can try different things. If you belong to a gym, you can try different things at home. I think I'll probably be doing another 30-day challenge with you guys in September, and that's always fun. But try something new. I'm thinking. I think that that's it. Does anybody have anything that they want to say to me over here? Usually, after I'm done with the video, I see all kinds of comments and I say, oh, I wish I would have seen that. And I didn't. So I'm just checking. Everyone's saying hi. So that's it. I hope that I get to see you on Saturday. And maybe it's a different time. Maybe it's a different meeting. I just want you to find what's best for you and do that, because that's what matters. What matters is your journey and how you're moving forward with it. And listen, if you haven't been in a while, it's okay. It's all right. It's summer. People are kind of coming and going, and that happens a lot. It's August. Let's try something new. In 2 weeks, I'm going to do another video. My video in 2 weeks, so 2 Wednesdays from now, which is probably the 15th, I'm going to do one on vacations. And that's because it's a good time. Everyone is doing it. So we'll do a video on vacations. All right, guys, thanks so much for being with me. Bye-bye.